694 Visigothic King Edgar of Hispania opens the 17th Council of Toledo, will decree Jews be deprived of their property not really enforced. In 1282 Pope Martinus Roman IV excommunicates King Pedro III of Aragon. In 1313 Louis the Bavarian defeats his cousin Frederick I of Austria at the Battle of Gammelsdorf. In 1330 Battle of Posada, Wallachian voivode Basarab I defeats the Hungarian army in an ambush. In 1494 Piero the Unfortunate of the Medici family, ruler of Florence, loses power and flees the state. In 1520 height of the Stockholm Bloodbath King Christian Roman II of Denmark, Norway and Sweden execute Swedish nobles. In 1526 Jews are expelled from Pressburg Bratislava, Hungary, by Maria of Hapsburg. In 1569 Catholic uprising under the Dukes of Northumberland Westmoreland. In 1580 Spanish troops land in Ireland. In 1620 after a month of delays off the English coast and about 2 months at sea, the Mayflower spots land Cape Cod. Shaftesbury dismissed 1673 English King Charles Roman II dismisses the Earl of Shaftesbury from his post as Lord Chancellor. In 1681 Hungarian Parliament promises Protestants freedom of religion. In 1697 Pope Innocent XII orders the city of Servia to be rebuilt in a safer location in northern Italy. In 1720 Rabbi Yehuda Hasid synagogue set afire. In 1729 Spain, France, Britain signed Treaty of Seville. In 1764 Mary Campbell, a captive of the Lenape during the French and Indian War, is handed over to forces commanded by Colonel Henry Bouquet. In 1794 Russian troops occupy Warsaw. Napoleon First Consul 1799 Napoleon Bonaparte pulls off a coup and becomes the dictator of France under the title of First Consul. In 1811 Karol Kurpiński's opera Lucifer S Palace premieres at the Warsaw Opera. Jackson repels Creek attack 1813 during Creek War. General Andrew Jackson, responding to White Stick Creek Indian plea at Fort Leslie, drives off attacking force of Red Stick Creek Indians at Talladega, Alabama. 1821 First U.S. Pharmacy College holds first classes, Philadelphia. In 1842 First U.S. design patent for typefaces and borders is issued to George Bruce of New York City. In 1848 Post Office at Clay Pike opens, first in San Francisco. In 1848 Robert Blum, a German revolutionary and MP Liberal, is executed in Vienna. In 1851 Kentucky Marshals abduct abolitionist minister Calvin Fairbank from Jeffersonville, Indiana, and take him to Kentucky to stand trial for helping a slave escape. In 1853 Origin of Carrington rotation numbers, a system for numbering the sun's rotations, created by astronomer Richard Carrington. In 1857 Atlantic Monthly magazine first published. In 1861 first documented Canadian football game is held at the University of Toronto. General Grant bars Jews 1862 US General Ulysses S. Grant issues orders to bar Jews from serving under him. In 1864 first export of goods from Burrard Inlet, British Columbia, to a foreign country. Event of interest 1864 U.S. Civil War. Union General Sherman issues preliminary plans for his march to the sea. In 1867 Tokugawa Yoshinobu, the 15th and last Tokugawa shogun in Japan, resigns due to intense political pressure from pro-imperial factions. In 1872 the Great Boston Fire of 1872, close to 1,000 buildings destroyed. In 1877 American Chemical Society chartered in NY. In 1878 first performance of the New York Symphony Orchestra, led by Leopold Damrosch. The group competes with the New York Philharmonic until merging in 1928. In 1885 Edward Jakubowski's opera Ermine premieres in London at the Comedy Theatre. In 1888 Jack the Ripper's fifth and probably last victim, Mary Jane Kelly, is found on her bed. In 1900 China has resumed nominal control of Manchuria, but in a secret agreement the Chinese governor of Manchuria grants Russia such rights as keeping troops along the railroad lines and controlling civil administration. In 1902 shipwreck of the Lingamite, sailing from Sydney to Auckland, in the Three Kings Islands with the loss of 45 lives. In 1904, first airplane flight to last more than 5 minutes, when Wilbur Wright flies the Wright Flyer Roman 2 for 5 minutes and 4 seconds, covering 2.75 miles 4.4 km. In 1905, Swedish mine workers win 5-month strike for minimum wages. First foreign presidential trip 1906, Theodore Roosevelt is first U.S. president to visit another country, Puerto Rico and Panama. In 1907, Edmonton Rugby Football Club first game loses to Calgary City Rugby Football Club 26-5 at Edmonton Exhibition Grounds. In 1907, the Cullinan Diamond, the largest ever discovered and weighing 8.8 carats, is presented to King Edward VII on his 66th birthday. In 1912, Ferenc Molnár's play Farkas premieres in Budapest. In 1912, Ottoman garrison surrenders Thessaloniki Salonika to the Greek army OS Ot 27. In 1913, storm Freshwater Fury sinks 8 Ocarias on Great Lakes. In 1914, off Cocos Island, near Sumatra, the Australian cruiser Sydney sinks German cruiser Indien, which has been attacking ships in the Pacific. In 1916, ammunition ship explodes at Bakaritsa Harbour, near Archangel, Soviet Union, approx. 600 killed, 800 injured, OS 26 Oct. Wilhelm Roman II abdicates 1918. Emperor Wilhelm Roman II abdicates after German defeat in World War I. In 1918, following the collapse of Germany in World War I, the Weimar Republic of Germany is proclaimed. Fascist Party 1921, Partito Nazionalista Fascista formed in Italy by Benito Mussolini at Third Fascist Congress in Rome. Frederick Soddy 1922, Frederick Soddy wins the 1921 Nobel Prize in Chemistry, announced in 1922 due to a technicality. In 1925, German NSDAP Nazi Party forms, Tutzstaffel SS. Cosmic rays discovery 1925, Robert A. Millikan confirms the existence of cosmic rays from outer space in a speech to the National Academy of Sciences at Madison, Wisconsin. In 1927,